you can't explain what your business is doing or how it benefits your consumers, then you're not gonna get that client.
Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of the Business Talk Library, and today I have a guest on, Ms. Brandi Fox, and I'm excited to talk about her two businesses. We're going to talk about one more than the other, but I do want her to mention because I thought it was a really cool business and it's a very, very useful thing. So welcome to the show, Brandi.
Thanks so much, Terrell. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, it is good to finally connect. And I'm very interested in my audience hearing about your businesses. So tell us a little bit about your background and your business.
Definitely. So my primary business is Pamper Us Mobile Massage Service. I started that in 2011 when I was 21. My husband, he had got a massage for me, and it was amazing. One of his friends had graduated from school. He came to the house. I was like, yes, this is a great massage. And I was like, you know what? This could be a business. And then, my husband at the time, he was like, well, go ahead and do it. And I was like, well, okay. So, from there, I just kind of did some research. So from Valentine's Day to March 18th, I just researched, hired my first massage therapist, who's actually, still with me today, one of my first ones. And, we just got Pamper Us rolling.
Awesome. Now, with that one now, do you guys go to corporations or you just do individuals?
Definitely. We do a mixture of both. Pamper Us is actually a mobile spa business. From 2011 to now, I've been able to expand it outside of massage therapy to be able to offer nails, makeup, and private chef, as well as party services.
Okay.
We do corporate events as well. So we do chair massages, and we do our in-home. That would be your normal table massage. And we provide all the materials, and all of our staff are licensed to provide the services that you receive.
Awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about your other business.
Yes. So my heart business is B.The.Entreprenuer, and I know it's my heart project because it's something that I literally fell into. I've always loved business. I've kind of been pushing for entrepreneurship since I was like a kid, selling lip gloss rings on the bus. Like, I always been about the money. So with B.The.Entreprenuer, I came up with that because when I started Pamper Us Mobile Massage Service, there was no other mobile businesses like that in Charlotte. That was really the infancy stage of the mobile services. So I didn't really have a blueprint on how to build my business. Unlike a lot of massage therapists that start their own independent business, there are franchises, but for an independent business, most of the time you have a massage therapy license, or you provide a service for something that you offer. I don't offer any of my services. So for me, I had to literally learn how to run a business and manage over these last 9 years through trial and error. Like, I would make a mistake and I would fix it, So I can honestly say, even though I was full-time when I started, and I've been part-time, it'll be 4 years on 4th of July this year, but it was just hard trying to map out what to do and how to do it. And then now that I'm at the position that I am now, it's like, how can I give back? I've always been a seeder and always wanted to give back. So it's like, how can I give back and be the entrepreneurs that way, leading that way for entrepreneurs to be able to create a business and run it and increase their chances of success.
Awesome. Now, when you talk about that with, like I said, just starting into something new, something that just, there really wasn't a model to follow. What do you find with clients that come to you with B.The.Entreprenuer? What do you find are like some of their common issues that they struggle with in getting started?
I would say the number one, hands down, is not knowing what to do. Because there's so much information out there that it's like they kind of know the bits and pieces, but really not understanding the order of how things should run. That's really the biggest issue. Like, should I get my LLC, now, or should I wait? You know what I'm saying? Can I run a business without having a business name? How should I register? Just those basic foundational steps. I realized that was the biggest thing. Like, we just didn't even know how to get out on the field to be able to even play right.
Mm. Gotcha. Now, tell us a little bit about, kind of when you started Be the Entrepreneur, what were some of the ways you kind of started getting the marketing or the brand out about that business to even acquire clients?
For me, I'm all about like a steady pace. I like to move kind of steady. So I was still at the time, 2018, August of 2018. I felt a calling. I am a Christian, so I felt a calling on my spirit, like to start, talking more about entrepreneurship on my personal Instagram page. Because a lot of my friends, because I ran a business, I was always like consulting people. Like people would call me, text me. Like I found myself giving out information all the time. In addition, I consider myself a lifelong learner. So throughout all this time, I also did a lot of incubator programs. So I can say since I got into entrepreneurship, I've probably done like 11 incubator programs. 2 of them included a pitch competition, which I won both of them. So
Wow.
those things right there, I kind of, use that to help people. Like that's really what the foundation is, to give people the roadmap to be able to run their business.
So what was it like getting ready for those pitches?
Intense, intense. Just because like I'm competitive naturally, so like anything I do, I'm going in it for the number one win. So just never pitching before. I also pitched for Shark Tank. That was an amazing experience. I didn't make it to the final, but I was able to make it to the next level. So that was exciting,
Oh, wow.
just to be able to do that. So I would say it's nerve wracking because you literally have 60 seconds to 2 minutes to be able to tell somebody enough about your business to make them even
Wow.
think about potentially giving you money. So, you got to really, I think what I love, and I love pitching, like it's exciting to me, but I think what I love the most is the pressure, like the ability to get somebody to love your business enough to spend their money in 60 seconds or less. It kind of excites me. So I just train, memorize, and it causes you to have to get rid of the fluff. Because sometimes I realize with a lot of my entrepreneurs too, they don't really know their business. Like they know what they want to do, they know what they want it to look like, but they have an issue with being able to explain that to their consumers. And if you can't explain what your business is doing or how it benefits your consumers, then you're not gonna get that client. So it pushes you to know your business because you got to be able to get rid of the fluff and tell them everything they need to know in 60 seconds. So I think that's the best part about pitching.
Okay. So what are the types of services that people can hire Be.The.Entrepreneur for?
Definitely. So right now we are doing one-on-one consulting. I have a 15-minute talk it out session. That's just if you have like a quick question, you just kind of stuck on something. You just, hey, Brandi, I just need to pick your brain for a second. We have those. We also have our catalyst session. That's 30 minutes. That's for entrepreneurs who kind of already in business, but it's certain things like they might be like, Brandi, I need to redo, my marketing, my branding, what's something specific issues I can help you with. That's a 30-minute. And then we have our execution sessions. Those are 60 minutes, but those are for my new and aspiring entrepreneurs. This is where we really get those foundational things needed for you to successfully run your business. So you won't do what I've seen a lot of minority business owners do, kind of work backwards. We get it. We know a service. We'll start offering a service before we even do the foundation, like registering a business, tax EIN, those things to get started. And then, you making money. You like, oh, shoot, I got to go backwards. So my goal is to keep it where we don't have to go backwards. We always propelling forward.
Okay, awesome. And one of the things I also saw was how active you are on Facebook with the virtual happy hours. What are kind of the stuff you're doing there?
Yes, so the virtual happy hours is every other Wednesday. So basically the second and fourth Wednesday from 6 to 7. And myself and some of my other partners, what we realized during this epidemic is that the African American community, especially the entrepreneur community, we are way behind in just about everything business. You know what I'm saying? And we felt like, especially in Charlotte, there's a lot of disparity for African American businesses. Like I can honestly say that being an African American young woman in the spa industry here, it was really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of my clients, they don't look like me. I went to West Charlotte. Like my life, I went to Winston-Salem State. So my life has really been around African Americans. So to be able to be prepared to be in a room with my counterparts where I'm not always comfortable, that's something that we wanted to do. We wanted to address the issues of the African American community and help empower them to be able to overcome those issues. So I think the one you saw last week, we talked about networking across. Our biggest thing was networking across racial lines. Because even though I consider myself an extrovert, sometimes when I go into these rooms, and this is something that, other entrepreneurs have shared with me too, when we go into these other areas, and you're in a minority, I can honestly say that sometimes I do feel uncomfortable. Like I'm a little bit more hesitant to jump into a conversation or hand out my card, and it's coming like, why is that? Why is it that it's hard for African Americans to kind of jump that barrier? Unlike any other, nationality, everybody else can kind of get across, but what is it that we're missing? So that's just an opportunity for us to get online, grab some cocktails. I give out a cocktail of the week, so that way, if you're trying to get fancy on quarantine, I got you. But we talk about the issues, but in addition to talk about everything we do, we come up with a solution. So the issue of networking, we literally talked about the tips to deal with that. So I think it's like cause and effect. Because of this is the effect of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So now, where can people find you? Like, what's the social media handle names or the website names? Where can they look for you?
Definitely. So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at B.The.Entreprenuer, and that's B, the letter B, dot entrepreneur. Definitely sign up. Check out our website at www.betheentrepreneur.com. On May 29th, I will be dropping my first ebook, How to Start a Business in 30 Days.
Awesome.
I am super duper excited about it because it's definitely it's God's gift that He gave me to give to everybody else. Like I told you before, I feel like as African Americans, we're the only ones that really don't have the blueprint. Mm-hmm. When other people come over and start nail shops from other nationalities or gas stations, these are people that I've talked to. They literally have a process. They literally pass family and friends the exact process. That's why they're able to multiply at such an extreme rate. So my goal was to create our own process. Of course, this book is not just for African Americans, but it's a blueprint for you. So that way you don't have to guess anymore about what you need to do to start a business. You don't have to guess anymore about the requirements, how to get web knowledge and grow. You literally going to have a full digital ebook that you can type all of your resources in. It's going to have links to additional resources so you can literally grow your business and learn how to run a business simultaneously and within 30 days. So awesome. I'm excited.
We are excited for you. And I would say before we wrap up, one of the questions that I like to ask all of the guests that come on the show is, now I know there might be a lot. So What is one piece of wisdom that you picked up since being in business that you'd like to share?
I would say the biggest thing is no one can do you better than you.
Awesome. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. And definitely we'll post a link to all your handles on social media and your website. Definitely looking forward to that ebook. That is May 29th.
Yep, the pre-sale starts on May 29th, so you will be able to get the pre-sale at 50% off, and then we'll be doing a full whole line launch on June 26th, and you'll have full digital access to it.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely post a link to, or I guess we'll post a promo for that, and then when the book comes out, we'll definitely add a link to the post of this interview. So thank you so much for coming on to the show.
No problem. Thank you so much, Terrell. I appreciate it.
Awesome. No problem.